What's going on, guys? Kenny here from 619 Guitars and Gear, and today we are going to check out another headless model from Eart, and I'm really excited because I've had my eye on this guitar for a while now. So let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and see what it's all about. Alright, well, I recently stumbled upon this model on Amazon. I think they go for around $4.19 and change. It's from Eart Guitars, and when it comes to their headless model that I already have, I'd have to say my biggest wish was that they would upgrade the bridge. Not that I hate the bridge that it came with. It's a little finicky to set up, which I feel like is a complaint from a lot of people. But if you get it set up, I think it holds tuning, and all the people that complain about it just aren't setting it up properly. Everyone has their preference, so it is whatever you want in the end. But I wish they would upgrade the bridge, and lo and behold, I was searching Amazon and I stumbled upon the Eart GW2 Pro, and it looks like it had the updated style bridge that I want, where it has the barrel tuners, kind of like my NK headless. And I was like, yeah, I have to have that. So I decided to go with what color I want, and of course I got the color that's probably going to be the easiest to do any kind of paint modification or whatever I desire in the future. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get this sucker unboxed. Now, I will say I have high hopes because my other Eart came and it was pretty much perfect. I mean, there was really not that many complaints about that thing, and I was pretty impressed. So I feel like now that Eart is kind of getting a little bit bigger, hopefully their QC is getting a little bit better. I know with the last headless, it was kind of hit or miss. Some people were getting good ones, some people were getting bad ones. Let's see what we got here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the knife and open this thing up. Alright, so I mean, box is in fairly decent condition. I almost just cut myself. Got a little bit of a hole here, and if this is the type of packaging I'm thinking of, it looks like it's going to be like the box, and inside the box is going to be like a styrofoam like fitted case, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's a good idea. Sure, it can be messy if not done properly. Let's see. So I definitely am excited about this. Like I said, my other Eart model I love. I've heavily modified it, which you've probably seen the videos on my channel. If not, I'll put a link up here to the episode 1 of the Eart project, and you can check it out. But that thing came out awesome, and I truly love that guitar and didn't have many complaints about it when I got it. Oh yeah, it's exactly what I thought. And let's see if we can go ahead and get this pulled out of here without breaking anything or hurting anybody. Alright, so the styrofoam seems to be in okay condition, which is always a good sign. Although I do think I see like the end of the neck kind of bulging out here, so hopefully that is okay, but it looks like it should be because the styrofoam's not damaged. Go ahead and cut all this tape here. Now, yeah, as soon as I saw this thing with the new updated style tuners, and it has kind of a new shape to it, and the wood material on the neck is new, which I was super excited about that. I think they went ahead and used like Paduk or whatever it's called, and Wenge. Probably not saying either of those right, but I really love the way both of those woods look, especially when they're combined. And I believe it is still a 5-piece, so yeah, I'm super excited to see what that's all about. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing open. Oh, I think I forgot a piece of tape here. Alright. Oh. Alright, so came with the little switch protector, so that's good. And go ahead and pull it out of the bag. It looks like the rubber band has slipped off of the styrofoam. And that's okay as long as nothing is broken, I should say. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Really excited to see this. I'm just gonna rip this. It's just a foam bag in the end, honestly. I don't know why I'm trying to take it off all nice. All right. So I did go with the natural finish because in my mind, if I'm ever gonna do some kind of custom paint job or anything, or put my touch on it, the natural finish would be the easiest to do it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this little card here. It's cool that they started wrapping the strings and put a little card over the pickups to protect them during shipping. All right, so here we go. Still has the chrome cover styled pickup, still has the grandma's old stereo style knobs on it, which whatever, they look all right, I guess. They did update the headpiece on the end of the neck for where the strings lock down to. So I'm excited to see what that's all about. The truss rod is still the spoke wheel style truss rod, so that's cool. Looks like the fret ends are pretty much really similar to the other ones. I know they have a unique way of doing their fret ends where they don't go all the way to the end of the fretboard, and they're rounded off and polished. And they are some sort of stainless steel material. Still has the 0 fret. The nut looks okay. Let's see, I mean, not that I can really see anything. Obviously, I'd have to take a fret rocker to it, but neck looks good. Frets look even towards the edges of the fretboard, so that's always good. Strings are really loose. One thing I'm noticing here, which as long as it's not at its set scale length, it shouldn't be a problem. But it looks like this saddle bridge, whatever you want to call it, they are individual and they all mount onto a plate, it looks like. It looks like this one, they have like this little, kind of like a little nipple or something that sticks out the bottom of them that slides into a groove so it can't go side to side, and it almost looks like the saddle is pulled way back and it's out of the groove, so it has side to side play. Not a big deal. I mean, it kind of sucks. Something like that should be checked and set at the factory. Unless this was like a return or something, but I mean, by the packaging, I can't really say that it looks like it would be. Let's see. And that does look like the only one that is having that problem. So as long as it's not at the set scale length, that shouldn't be a problem because I can just slide it up. Should not be a big deal, but I can see how someone could get mad at that, because if you don't know how to work on guitars or aren't confident in working on your own guitars, you would not be able to play this out of the box, which is really frustrating, because as soon as you go to tighten this up, this whole thing shifts, and that's really annoying. So maybe they should look into that and see if that's happening a lot. I'll check the reviews and see if anyone else has had that problem, but maybe just a little bit of a better job coming from the factory before they send them out to the Amazon warehouses or whatever. Something like that should not be overlooked, in my opinion, because that's just going to potentially cost someone more money to even play it, and you're all excited to get this guitar, and you're not able to play it out of the box because you have to bring it to someone to get it fixed. Now, it's a relatively easy thing to fix, so anyone probably could fix it if they knew, to make sure you measure your scale length and set all the saddles where they need to be. But for someone that doesn't know much about, working on guitars and just wants to play it, it might be something that can cost them money. So something just worth mentioning there. It's a little frustrating, but I mean, obviously I can fix it. I just have to measure it and make sure it's not out of the scale length. All right, so I actually paused for a second there because I wanted to run and get a tape measure, because I want to measure this scale length and see if my theory is correct here. So They list this thing in millimeters, but it's pretty much a 25.5 inch scale. So let's go ahead and measure here. And yeah, so it looks like this saddle, and pretty much just that one saddle here for the low E string is pulled way back. So with it not being at its proper scale length, by sliding it in this direction, it will then slide it into the groove, locking it in place. Is it a big deal for me? No, because I can fix it and I know what's wrong with it. For someone that doesn't know exactly how to do that, it can definitely be frustrating, and I know I sound like a broken record repeating that. But yeah, it could end up costing them money. It is a fairly easy thing to fix, but for someone that just wants to open it up and play it, you know, this should be set at its scale length from the factory. Could have gotten knocked loose in shipping. It's possible, but who knows? But I can easily fix that. Just something definitely worth showing you guys. Is it frustrating? Yeah, but it's not a huge deal for me, but it definitely could be for other people. But as always, just an unboxing video. I'm not going to play it or anything right now. We will get some playing time on it and I'll do a full review. But I mean, look at this neck, man. That thing looks absolutely gorgeous. I really love the updated neck. I forget what exactly what wood they use for the body. I don't know if it's mahogany or alder or something. It's not like that reddish Indian whatever wood they used in the last model. Probably should have looked at some of the specs before I did the unboxing, but I kind of just set everything up. You'll notice I'm in a different location. This is a location that might potentially be a new location for some videos in the future. But yeah, just wanted to unbox this thing. A lot of similarities to the previous model. Same looking pickups, same electronics, and same, you know, knobs and everything. Obviously, the frets are all, you know, cut similar and rounded off, and it really looks good as long as they are all level. We'll have to check that. The new updated locking nut here looks really, really cool. I'm excited to see what that's all about. I believe they use kind of like the ball bearing method, where underneath the little set screws is a ball bearing and it kind of just squeezes down and creates pressure and locks the string in place. Is that cool? Yeah. Is it potentially more parts to lose? Yeah, you just kind of got to be really careful. But I do love the updates, and I'm excited, and I think this shape is actually way better too. So I'm going to go ahead, get this thing set up. Like I said, with this whole bridge situation, it's just worth mentioning. Not a huge deal for me, but it could really aggravate some people, so it should definitely not come from the factory that way, if indeed it didn't happen in shipping, which I'm thinking it definitely didn't. Because that would take a little bit of, this thing would have to be bounced around quite a bit to loosen up that screw and slide the saddle back, especially with the string tension. I can't see that happening, but who knows. I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up, get some playing time on it, and I will see you guys in the review. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, be a good person, drink a lot of water, stay warm, and we'll see you in the next video.